Okay, students, today we are going to learn theory of equations, exercise 3, that is, if roots occur in conjugate pairs, then how do you find the equation when roots are given? When equation is given, how to find out the roots? Okay, all right. So here is a question that show that a square by x minus alpha plus b square by x minus beta plus c square by x minus gamma minus x plus delta has only real roots. Condition is that here all the constant alpha, beta, gamma, a, b, c, delta all are real. If these are all real, then we have to show this equation has only real roots. So if at all you see now, this is a fourth degree equation. So, but doesn't matter. So here what we need to show is that we need to show this has only real roots. Okay, so let's begin this one. Okay, it has only real roots. Now I'm assume that it has a imaginary root. Let's say it has an imaginary root. So let it be some let's take p plus iq. Okay, generally we take a plus ib, so I am not taking because a and b used here. So now if this is the root all right, so now this is what is one root we are taking. So then automatically this implies, because its constants are real, automatically this imaginary root must occur in conjugate pair. That means if p plus iq is a root, then automatically p minus iq is also a root. All right, so now it should satisfy this one. When you substitute this one in this, it should satisfy. Now what I'm substituting this one, a square by p plus iq minus alpha plus b square by p plus iq minus beta plus c square by p plus iq minus gamma minus p plus iq plus delta equal to 0. This is 1, right? This is 1. So now let's take the other one. What is the other one? If you take p minus iq, then it also should satisfy. So let's take p minus iq, that is a square by p minus iq minus alpha, right, plus b square by p minus iq minus beta plus c square by p minus iq minus gamma minus p minus iq plus delta equal to 0. This 2. All right, so these are the roots, therefore it should satisfy this equation. I substituted here and then I got one equation and substituted here and I got another equation. What now I'm going to do is, so I'm going to solve these equations and see if I subtract this, what's going to happen. If I subtract this, so that means 1 minus 2, if I do, what I'm going to get. So here 1, the first equation minus second equation will give you this one. So that is, you see a square is common here, a square is common, therefore a square comes common, and here numerator is going to be this minus this, numerator is going to be, so let's take now otherwise 2 minus 1, otherwise no problem. What you did is now 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2 also okay. All right, so 1 minus a square is common, so first term is going to be like this, denominator is p plus iq and p minus iq. You see here, this is a p minus q, right? P minus q. If you take p minus q one term and iq another term minus iq another term, therefore LCM of these two terms, first two terms subtraction, LCM becomes what? P minus alpha whole square plus I beta whole square. So like this only all the terms will be there. So plus 1 terms will be there. Here this is going to be, first is here first minus second. So first your a square I have taken common, therefore what you are going to have is this comes here and this comes here. So p minus iq minus alpha, like this, p minus iq minus alpha, we are subtracting, minus p, right, minus iq, right, then next this is minus, and here this is plus alpha. So now this is going to be now a square into, first term I'm writing, all the other terms will be like that only, you see. So this I wrote p minus iq minus p minus iq plus alpha is what I wrote. So alpha alpha gets cancelled, iq pp gets cancelled, minus 2 iq, right? 2 iq by, so p minus alpha whole square plus I beta whole square minus, I'm sorry, a square minus b square, so plus b square you are going to get. This is the first term. And second term, if at all you see second term, this also b square, if I take minus 2 iq by, this is your p minus, same thing here, this same thing, all right, this is same thing, but beta is there, p minus beta, sorry, this is I square, this is q square actually, this is q square, this is q square. So p minus beta whole square plus q square plus c square into minus 2 iq by p minus gamma whole square plus q square. So then you see this last term, this minus this minus this, and this minus this will give pp gets cancelled, minus iq here, minus iq here, this is plus iq. So minus 2p in this case, yeah, this is minus 2p, and then your minus iq plus iq gets cancelled. Your minus delta plus delta, your minus delta minus delta minus 2 delta, minus 2p. So what I'm going to get is minus 2p. This is minus 2p minus 2 delta equal to 0. Once you see this one, in the place of x, we substituted p plus iq for this, and then for this, p minus iq we are substituted, and this is what is the thing we got. All right, so this is what we got. Now, 1 minute here, we are subtracting, then minus p minus of minus plus p gets cancelled. Here minus iq, here minus plus this minus iq, minus 2 iq, this delta gets cancelled because subtracting. So this this is not there. Minus 2 iq equal to 0. What we got? So what we can do is, what we can take common, minus 2 iq is what is common. What we get is here a square by p minus alpha whole square plus beta, this is q square, plus here b square by p minus beta whole square plus q square plus c square by here p minus gamma whole square plus q square. Here minus, this is I have taken common, so plus minus 2 iq I taken common, plus 1 equal to 0. Hope you understand this one. So now here this is 0 is nothing but, if this is 0, what we can do is, if this is what is real, this is what is real, so this is what is imaginary. So this is real, not only real, this is everything is positive. So if this is 0, this one a square plus this one, this is whole thing is 0, then this is not equal to 0, we can write, but actually here positive plus positive plus positive plus 1. So this cannot be 0, this part cannot be 0. That means what? 2 iq is there, this 2 iq must be 0, but 2i is there, so that means q must be 0. If q is 0, this implies this part cannot be 0. I said this cannot be 0 because positive plus positive plus positive is all real numbers. Positive plus positive plus positive is positive. This cannot be 0. This into this 0 means either this is 0 or this is 0. So this cannot be 0. This part cannot be 0. Therefore, q must be 0. If q is 0, that means what? Root becomes what? Root p plus iq. Na? Root becomes p plus 0. That is what? P and q are real. P plus 0 equal to p. That becomes what? Real. So root becomes real. That means this is a contradiction. Contradiction. What is it? Contradiction to the fact. Contradiction to the fact that roots are imaginary. So what we have to show is, we have to show roots are only real numbers. Only it has real roots. So I have taken imaginary root. Then what I got is, I got a contradiction. If it is imaginary root, imaginary part must be there. That means q should not be 0. But here you are getting q equals 0. That means I got a contradiction. What is the contradiction that I got? That q is 0 I am getting, which is contradiction. So therefore, what is the conclusion? So imagine, it cannot have imaginary root. So it can't have imaginary root. Imaginary root. That means what? It cannot have imaginary root. That means it must have only other option is it must have real roots. Real roots is what is the thing. Hope you understand this one. Okay, then we'll go to next questions. So in exercise we have a few questions. We're going to do that questions. Yeah. So here we discussed that if at all conjugate roots, if conjugate roots occur, then it must occur in imaginary root occur. If imaginary roots occur, it must occur in conjugate pairs. So now here is a question that we have to form polynomial equations with rational coefficients having the roots. So second question, we have form polynomial equation with understand this rational coefficients. Rational coefficients. Coefficients must be rational. So now here is a question that I'm taking first question. So 4 root 3 comma 5 plus 2i. These two are the roots given. So what you should do with these two roots, we have to form quadratic polynomial equation with rational coefficients. Now, if this is a root, now for example, if you write now, okay, this is x minus 4 root 3 into x minus 5 minus 2i equal to 0 is a quadratic equation. With these two roots, if you get this quadratic equation, here the coefficients, if you see the coefficients, you simplify this and see the coefficients, then coefficients will be rational, irrational, and imaginary also. Therefore, what is the conclusion is that if at all this rational roots you need to get, rational coefficients you need to get, then 4 root coefficients are rational. If 4 root 3 is a root, minus 4 root 3 must be another root. And here, if 5 plus 2i is a root for equation with rational coefficients, then 5 minus 2i must be another root. So therefore, now what is the equation? How do you form equation? Therefore, equation is, what is the equation? So you should write like this. So with these two roots, you should write an equation. With these two roots, you should write another equation. You should multiply. So what is the root? X square minus sum of the roots is 0 into x plus product of the roots is 4 fours are. So that is product of minus 16 into 3. So this is one equation. Another equation is x square minus sum of the roots here is 10. You hope you understand here. Sum of the roots is 10. 10x plus product of the roots a plus 2i into a minus. Product of the roots is what? 5 plus 2i into 5 minus 2i. So here with these two roots, one equation I get. With these two roots and one equation. First two roots, one equation. With the second two roots, another equation I'm forming. So product of the roots 25 minus 2i whole square. That is 25 minus here 4i square is minus 1. So 29. So this is equal to 0. So what I get is here x square minus 16 3 is 48 into x square minus 10x plus 29 equal to 0. So now if you see, then what are the 4 roots you get for this? Is these 4 roots only you get, right? X square minus 48 0 means x equal to plus or minus root 48. Root 48 is 4 root 3. So here also you get the same way, 2 roots will be like this. So now 2 quadratic equations I got. With these 2 roots, 1 quadratic equation. With these 2 roots, another quadratic equation I got. So that means what I'm going to get here is, if you see 2 quadratic equations, if you multiply, then what I get the polynomial equation of 4th degree. So now I get like this. So it's simply you multiply this, x power 4 minus this is x into minus 10x is, so minus 10x cube, then minus 48x square here, minus 48x square minus plus minus 48x square plus 29x minus 10x into 48. So 10x into 10 into 48 into x. This is one term, right? And the next last constant term, only one. My last constant term 48 into 29 equal to 0 is simplified. Then you get the equation. All right, so this is fourth degree term and this third degree term, and 29 into x square. So that is 29 into x square. Yeah, minus 48 into x square plus 29 into x square. This is 29 into x square. Yeah, minus 10 into. So 48 into x square I wrote, no, 48 into 10 into x. 48 into 10 into x, 48 into 29. So that's what I wrote. So this is a required equation. Hope you understand this one. Okay, now let's take another one. One more example we take. One more question we take here. So here, third question, that is I minus root 5 is a root. Only one root he gave, we have to find out the equation. So now here, if I take this one, I'll write this one in another way. Minus root 5 plus I write. So its conjugate is minus root 5 minus I. But with these two roots, if I form an equation, what I'm going to get, is a quadratic equation I get with, but here rational coefficients you won't get. You are going to get, so root 5 will be there. With these two roots only, if you find quadratic equation, then you are going to get a rational coefficient. Sorry, irrational coefficient. Root 5 you are going to get, that's irrational coefficient. But question is that you have to form polynomial equation. You see, form polynomial equation with rational coefficients. That means no root is there. So therefore, now I am going to get other two roots. What is that? If I minus root 5 is a root, then I plus root 5 is also a root. All right. So with these four roots, you can form a quadratic polynomial equation. So now let's form the equation. So with these two roots, I am forming an equation. What is that? I will be there, but that I will be. So if at all you see now this here, this and this I gets cancelled. Yeah. So with these two roots, if we get equation that becomes quadratic, therefore what do I do is, yeah, here, okay, this is not required. Yeah, this is not required. So now this is the root given. Now minus root 5 plus I root and minus root 5 minus I root. So with this I get a quadratic equation. What do I get? You see, x square minus sum of the roots. This gets cancelled. Sum of the roots is minus 2 root 5. Sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots. A square minus b square. A square minus b square, that is 5 plus 1. A square 5 plus b square is minus 1. This is minus of minus 1 is plus 1. So that's 6 equal to 0. So now if you see this plus 2 root 5 x plus 6 equal to 0, this is not a rational coefficient. So but it is asked us to find out polynomial equation with rational coefficient. That means so what we should do, x square plus 6 equal to 2 root 5 x minus 2 root 5 x. Now square on both sides. X square plus 6 whole square equal to what you're going to get? 4 5 is 20x square. So this is what is the required equation. With this you are going to get the roots. So you are going to get these two roots also. So along with other two roots, because this fourth degree, x power 4 plus 6 to 12x square plus 36 equal to, here this is 4 4 5 is 20, I wrote, no, 20x square. So this is going to give you x power 4 minus 8x square plus 36 equal to 0. So this is the required equation. So of course here I found two this conjugate and I wrote, and you can find out other conjugate, and you can do that way also. That's not a problem. Yes. So you can, this is the required equation. Okay, so then we'll go to next question. So next question is here. Next question is also same model. Fourth question is there. That's the same model. So now let's go to second common. What is that first question? Solve x power 4 plus 2x cube minus 5x square plus 6x plus 2 equal to 0. Equal to 0. What is given? Given that 1 plus I is one of the root. So this is easy one. So what is that solution for this? 1 plus I is given a root. That implies 1 minus I is also a root. 1 minus also a root. That means 1 plus I is a root. 1 minus I is also root. Now with these two roots, what is the quadratic equation that we get? X square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots, a square minus b square. That's 2, a square minus b square, a square minus b square. I wrote this one. X square minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots is 0. That's 1 plus 1 is 2, right? So now here, this is what I wrote. With these two roots, this is the equation, right? So, but if these two are the roots, then this equation must divide this equation. Yes, this equation must divide this equation. So now let's see. Already I taught you this method that this is P and this is Q. So now we are going to write P, Q. Now we are going to do synthetic division. That means we are dividing this fourth degree with the second degree. So what you are going to get? 1, you should write coefficients 1, 2, minus 5, 6, and 2. So here you have to put 0, 0, 0. I told you this one, right? Sorry, this one 0 and this one 0 you need to put. So why this we have to put, you know. So this is, we add 1 into 2, multiply. Here add 4, 4 to the 8 here. And before 1 into minus 2, minus 2. So that is total 1. So again, add this and multiply. 1 into 2, 2. Right? Upper one, if you multiply, then you have to write here. Before this, 4 into 2, minus 8. So you understand, plus 8 minus 8, this is 0. This must be 0 only. Now 0 into 2, 0. Before term, you have to multiply and you have to write here. But anyway, this is, sorry, this is 0 into 2 is 0 is here, you should write. Then next 1 into minus 2, you should write here minus 2. Minus 2. Hope you understand this 0. So now here, fourth degree, I multiplied with the second, I divided with second degree, that is x square minus 2x plus 2 into remaining is 1 into x square plus 4x plus 1 equal to 0. You see. For your understanding, I wrote, but here one root is given this, then other root must be this. Then we need to find out the remaining two roots. What did I do? I formed a quadratic equation, and with this quadratic polynomial, I divided this fourth degree polynomial. If I divide this fourth degree polynomial with second degree, then I am going to get second degree quotient. What is the second degree quotient? This is the second degree quotient, and I must get remainder 0, because this is root. Now, if this is a root, then this remainder must be 0. This is synthetic division. What is synthetic division here? This is, I wrote already, x square minus qx, px plus qr minus q, whatever, plus q. If you divide with this, p should write here, minus p is there, therefore p should write, q is there, minus q should write. If this is a minus, plus q should write here. So 2 minus 2, this is 2, you wrote here, this is minus 2, you wrote here. So these two, we have to put the 0, 0, 0 here, and here in this first line 0 and second line 0, 0, you have to keep the process. So you add 1 into 2, you put 2 here. This is 0 only. You add 4 to the 8. Then before term, so 4 to the 8 is up. Before this 4, 1 is there, 1 to minus 2, minus 2. Add 1. 1 into 2 again, above you should write. Before term, 4 to the minus 8, you should write here. Add 0. 0 into 2, you should write up. Then before term, 1 into minus 2, minus 2 should write. This is what is remainder. Because here we are dividing fourth degree with second degree, remainder should be linear. Whenever we divide with quadratic, remainder must be linear. That's the reason 2 zeros you got. So now here, yeah. So here the quotient we got is 1 plus this one we got. If you solve this, this one, 4x plus 1, we are going to get other two roots. What are the other two roots? Minus 4 plus 7 root of b square minus 4ac. B square, now 4, 4, 16, minus 4ac by 2a. So these are the other two roots. Hope this is like this. You understand this one. Okay.